This video intended for entertainment and informative purposes only, but the live commentary may not reflect this rating. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, it's ConocLux9999. Welcome back for more Legend of Zelda: The Adventure of Link, and depending on the length of this video, I might actually merge this video and the last video together, but we'll find out by the time I upload this. In the last episode, we went down here to the final part of Hyrule, went to the town of Kasuto, got out the last magic container, the spell, and the magical key. We also found the last heart container. And in this episode, we are going to be heading to the 6th palace, which, to get to it, you want to head down to Three-Eyed Rock. And you want to stand right here. You want to be the 4th eye and press B to use the whistle. Wait, what? Oh, wait, no. You want to stand in the middle of the rocks. Then the palace will appear as the 4th eye. Alright, what do we got in here? Ah, okay. We'll come back for this later if we need it. But this is level 6, Three-Eyed Rock Palace. Best part is, we've got the magical key, so we don't need to look for keys. So, right off the bat, we've got, we've got a EXP bag with, hold on, wait, okay, yeah, going after the EXP bag. Right off the bat, we've got EXP bag, which, geez, okay, just screw those things. Yeah, EXP bag, I didn't even remember how much was in it, but we're about to get another EXP bag in a minute. Come on. Alright, let's wait for that thing to move. Why are the bubbles so freaking good at chasing you? They move in a perpetual path. They don't... Okay, whatever. Let's let it go by. There we go. We've got a fiery moa right here. Ah, jeez, couldn't get it. And I am actually going to be killing the enemies in here because I want to be able to get to level 5,000 before the palace is over. Although, I'm kind of wondering if we're going to be able to get to the max level by the end of this. Because I'm usually max level by the time I take on the last palace, but I guess it depends on what we find. I guess it depends on how we do in here. We get another bag with 200 in there. And I'm going to break my way to the other side of this. And you know, Owen was questioning, why does the hammer exist when we have the handy glove? Considering that handy glove allows us to break things in battle, whereas the hammer lets us break things outside of battle. And to be honest, that's a very valid question. I think maybe... Hold on. See if I can get him to come down here. I think it's that the hammer is just a lot more powerful than the glove, and these blocks are a lot softer. So we can just use a handy glove to break them. But to break the really hard, really strong rocks in the overworld, then we need to have a more powerful weapon. Alright, come on, let's kill this. Let's see if we can kill this thing. There, we... Okay, sure, just fall through it. Oh my goodness. What is it with this palace and the last palace where enemies are just hitting me more times than they should? To be fair, well, I guess we are at max life, so it doesn't hurt that bad. I actually don't think we're going to encounter any new enemies in this palace, I don't think. I'm going to pull out Reflect because we're going to have some Wizrobes. Ah, there's a locked door right there without a key. So I think the magical key is actually required for progression, so... Yeah, there's some wizards here, and I'm going to try to take them out. But I think there's also going to be a Doom Knocker. Owen described Doom Knockers as being Doomslayer's awkward cousin, and I love it. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now I don't think the wizards will bother us while we're trying to fight the Doom Knockers. Okay, whoa. Okay. Luckily, I think we can take these guys out in just a few hits now. Ah, 3. Okay, it's great. But we've got this jerk here to deal with now. Oh my god, come on! Why does these guys have to be such a nuisance every time we fight them? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna be right back. Two life uses, and it didn't restore us to full. Wow. I mean, we still got a net gain of it, so definitely helped. So right here is the endless pit that NPC was talking about in Kasuto, where if we jump down here, we will fall down a floor, then we can fall down another floor, then a fourth floor, and then if we fall down that floor, we will loop back up to this floor. So this is the endless floor was telling us about. This game was Portal 20 years before Portal was Portal. But I don't want to jump down quite yet. I want to go over here, and I think up there is another magic ball, so we can get that later if we need it. We have another freaking blue iron knuckle. You know what? I'm just gonna try to pin it and spam at it. Okay. Do you need to hit me that many times? Alright, let's use, oh yeah, we want to use Reflect here because we got wizards again. Oh, grab that. We've got, those things, spitting projectiles. I think there's going to be probably 2 more wizards. Oh, right there. Thing that makes them a little bit more annoying to fight is having to duck because because they only shoot at your feet level. Is my shield out or not? Come on! There we go. I've got another blue iron knuckle there. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with this one. I'm just going to completely skip out on it. But I want to try to kill this bubble because it would be very beneficial for us if we do. Come on. Or maybe we don't have to. Okay, but let me see if we can... Oh! Okay, that worked out better than it should have, but I wanted to go down here to grab that EXP bag. Alright, let me see if I can jump up here. Well, I might need to break more of these. There we go. But I feel like that bubble's gonna come down here, because they usually do. Let's do this instead. I said, let's do this instead. Jump! There we go. Link's not exactly the best at jumping, and this is the one game in the series, other than the CDI games, where they forced him to jump. I just totally remember the Roc's Feather in later games. Whoa! Don't know what I was thinking there, sorry. Okay, can we get up here? Please, can we get up here without using the jump spell? There we go. Use Reflect again because we're going to have more wizards, but I would really like to kill that Moa. There we go. Got it. Now, with the when you get to the third oh, that didn't shoot for some reason. When you get to the third statue here, you want to be careful, but also, because we got the wizards, I want to kill them first. Okay. 1, 2, 3-eyed rock. So, when you get to this statue here, I believe 2 tiles in front of it is going to be a pit. A hidden hole. So, you want to jump right here, maybe? Nope. Let's just use jump. 1, 2, 3. How was that not enough? 1, 2, 3, jump. Thank you. Alright, come on. I'm not leaving this room till you respawn. There we go. And I think we're definitely going to lose a life coming up on this thing. Let's use shield. Got boss music. We're facing the boss already? No, we have a rematch with Rebonak. So it was pretty common to rematch bosses in the first... pretty common to rematch the bosses in the first Legend of Zelda. But in this game, I think Rebonak is the only one you ever rematch. Of course, they had to pick the most annoying boss... Oh, actually, no. It's not the most annoying boss. It's because it turns into the most annoying enemy, Blue Iron Knuckle. And of course, they would make the enemy that turns into a Blue Iron Knuckle be the only one you rematch through the whole game. Just get rid of it. Wait a minute. Why does he have a separate health bar from his horse? It looks like he has, when he gets off his... Okay, I need to concentrate on fighting the boss for a second. Why did you turn around? The idiot just turned around again! Sorry, I had to focus on fighting the boss for a second because I kept missing him. Just like, swinging like right over his head. I was trying to say, why does he have two separate health bars for his horse and his normal body? Like he has one health bar for his horse, and then when that gets halfway down, he hops off, and then his health all restores, and then he just fights you there. I don't know, but whatever. In beating him, we get the lowercase t, as I was calling it in Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion, but whatever, it is a cross. This is a very important item. It doesn't do anything in the palace, but any invisible enemies will be visible, like the enemies that we saw in those cemetery tiles before, as well as we'll see some more soon after that. Okay, now that we have done that, now we want to fall down here. We're going to be finding more wizards, but as you can see, we don't really have the magic to be able to fight them. So I'll just, I will just, fight, whatever's here. There we go. We have Red Iron Knuckle, which I'm totally fine. Oh, hello! Oh, okay, that probably was not very smart, but we... Basically, we... Okay, well, that red magic ball was definitely very lucky, so we didn't have to, lose a life. Can we get that, bubble to, come in here, and then... Okay, there we go. Let it come in here, and then abandon it! Okay, whoa. We've got Red Iron Knuckles, which I will totally take fighting a Red Iron Knuckle over a blue one any freaking day. Even a red one with a ceiling over it, I will fight it over a blue one. Let's kill this Moa too if we can. It's kind of odd that there's a version of the Moa that's exclusive to the palaces, but I guess we do have gels that are only a specific shade of blue that you only find in palaces, and I guess we're not killing it. Okay, see if we can use, reflect on... No, don't push me out! What the hell?! You frickin' pushed me out! Well, this time he dropped an EXP bag instead of a magic bottle. Well, it looks like the Iron Knuckle doesn't want to drop a magic bottle anymore, because we got really lucky that one time, and that fucking evolved Stalfos had to push us out of the room, and thus make us not have our magic spells anymore. Like, come on! And it's all because of the enemies ganging up on you and teaming up on you. Because I was trying to block the wizard magic while trying to fight the evolved Stalfos, or Paratamu, whatever it's called. Whoa. So I guess we're just gonna have to let him take a life. Gotcha. And we can't fight the wizards because we don't have magic for reflect. Whoa. But unless I can get that other red magic bottle, I don't know if we'll be able to, because we'll need the jump spell to be able to do that. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Fine, just let him. Because we kind of have to. We kind of have to in order to fight them. All three of them were like bunched up together. Would have been so satisfying to get them all at the same time. Wow, that one hit me and made me unable to use my shield. Whoa. Okay. Oh, now you drop a magic bottle? Now you drop one? Gee, thank you. You know, I just noticed that all of the items in our inventory down there are in order of the palace you got them in, except the hammer and the key, which are the only two items you get outside of the palaces. Okay, anyways. Excuse me. Back here, we have the endless floor. Let's jump down. Here's a second one. Over here is a blue iron knuckle, and over here is also a blue iron knuckle. And you know what? I think we have to use shield against this thing, because if we don't, it's going to do half our health. There we go. So, I'm not quite sure if we are going to be able to get, to 6,000 points after we level up. So, what I might do is, I might actually end up resetting the game and grinding off the enemies, just so the boss can be, just to the points we get from, just to the level up we get from putting the crystal in the statue, will be, for 8,000 points. The max it can possibly be. Anyways, hop down here. This is the way you want to go, but don't continue on yet. Instead, fall down further. And we have bubbles. As well as another EXP bag. A lot of 200s in here. Now, let's loop back around once again. Then you want to fall down 2 more times again. There is another blue iron knuckle here. Do we really want to fight it? You know what? No, we're gonna be fighting another one anyway. So let's just fall down to the 3rd level, and let's use shield here, and let's just kill this iron knuckle. I know I said we gotta have a little patience when fighting. Hey! Wait a minute. It might still have its health though. So let's go back and don't tell me it falling out of bounds made it restore all its health. God, I freaking hate these things. They just take too many hits and do too much damage. If they just had less health, then maybe they'd be more tolerable. Okay, anyways. We got pits. So, of course, we would have endless raws, which I'm just going to use the jump still because I don't trust them. Whoa. Oh, but it's the Mew that kills me, because why wouldn't it be? Alright, this is my 4th attempt going through this, and the 2nd time failed because I decided not to use jump. because I didn't think I would need it. But we are in the 6th palace, and the Raws are still being obnoxious pieces of crap. Okay, maybe I just had to be a little bit more patient there. There we go. Let us use Reflect again. Come on, fire. Yeah, because we're going to have a red iron knuckle. Oh! That increases our attack, which it's not quite at its max yet, but it's getting there. But I don't think we're going to be able to get 6,000 before the end of the palace, so I would actually like to grind off of enemies. Kind of strange that I didn't get to max level by the end of the palace. I feel like I usually do. There we go. You know what, actually? I think that is what I'm gonna do. I'm actually going to reset the game and rest up at the town, reset all the enemies, and just grind off of all of the enemies that are in here until we're kind of close to 6,000. So, I will be right back. And as I'm sure you can imagine, the experience bags do not respawn. Guys, I just learned something! The Reflect spell actually has more uses than just blocking Wizrobe spells. Not only does it, bounce them back, it actually makes your shield more powerful, and then it can actually block the Doom Knocker projectiles, which I never knew. I actually never knew this about Zelda 2, that the Reflect spell actually just straight up made your shield stronger as well. But it still uses a lot of magic, so I wouldn't recommend using it. I'm also kind of curious if bosses respawn. Well, I guess they don't. I guess bosses are considered a different tier of enemy. Okay, I ran around this place twice because I feel like the EXP bags pulled most of the weight with getting to level 5,000, or getting 5,000 experience. So we're gonna have to continue. And you might be thinking, oh, is there an invisible floor here? No, actually. You actually have to use the fairy spell in order to get through here. You're gonna have to use the fairy spell twice to get through this place. So make sure you have enough magic for the second time. Fortunately, these guys are not gonna be helping with that. See, this is why I need to use restore points. Trying to avoid the bubbles so they don't take my magic, but then I end up going too low to the ground. Why is that even harmful to you in fairy form in the first place? I know you can, I know the enemies can still damage you, but okay, whatever. I'm just gonna keep going forward. We probably will end up having to sacrifice a life, but that's okay. We'll actually have something pretty cool waiting for us soon. Let's see if we can kill that. Oh, there we go. Oh, and yeah, because our magic is our attack is at 7 now, we're doing a lot more damage. Let's continue further. Rather than you're gonna loop around. We're gonna loop around that elevator in a second, so we don't really need to go down it. Oh, we don't have enough magic for shield. We're just shy of it. Because we have another rematch with Rebonak. We have to fight him twice in here. But luckily our attack is up, so maybe we'll do a little bit more damage to him. But if he ends up taking a life, so be it. I will just use the shield spell on the second attempt. Okay. Oh, wow! We beat him in 2 hits! That I was not expecting. I like what's still adding the keys to our total, even though they kind of expect you to have the magical key going into this. Okay. Gonna use jump here just to make sure we get over this and don't risk going down there. Because we have another blue iron knuckle to take out, who I think actually has more health than Rebonak in his second form, somehow. Okay, you don't really need the jump spell there, but it might be good to use if you're having trouble. You know what? I have an idea. gonna back him up. Back him up, back up. Back up. Back up. I said back up. You know what? Fine, let's try spell. Oh, well, it actually worked. Okay. Well, I just wanted to go over here to show that you can get hit during your getting something animation. Oh my god, would you stop chasing me? Yeah, I wanted to show that you can get an extra life down there, and you're supposed to fall down here. And basically what you're supposed to do is, while you're falling, you're supposed to use the fairy spell to get, to the other side, to the path to the boss. I was hoping I would get a... magic bottle there. Anyways, yeah, if you miss the jump, you'll fall down here, and there's a lot of freaking bubbles in here. See, we got more iron knuckles, and there's another Mo up there, which... Can we get it? No. Can we get it again? Oh, I thought it was gonna come from the left side. There we go, got that? Now, in this screen, I'm just gonna tell you right now that if you go all the way to the left, you're gonna find one of those areas that has a bunch of mouths and breakable blocks, and the only thing that waiting for you there is a 200 EXP bag, but I'm not even gonna bother going for it. I'm actually just going to go straight for the boss right now. Okay, so back here, what you're supposed to do is fall down here. And while you're falling, pause, and use the fairy spell. And that's how you're supposed to get here. And we have an evolved Stalfos here as well. Oh, I guess I didn't need to kill that Stalfos. But in doing that, we have 2 lives left, and I think I'm actually just going to sacrifice 1 just to restore my magic. Alright, and before we start, use shield, of course, but I'm also going to recommend the jump spell for this. Wait a second. This is Barba, or Volvagia. It's going to come from one of these pits, and I would recommend swinging at one of the pits just in case he comes out of it. And you want to use the jump spell because it can help you get over the pits easier, as we learned with the Raz. And I guess something you could try to do is try to hit him as he's going back down. But unfortunately, I'm not doing a very good job hitting him in general. Like, how did that not hit him? Maybe you shouldn't have the sword beams because the sword beams will make you, make it easier to fight. I don't know. Anyways, I'm calling it Barba according to Zelda Wiki, but I think it's also called Volvagia or Volvagia in some other sources. But I'm just going off of what the names are and the enemy list on Zelda Wiki. Like, that's why I was calling Horsehead, and not Mazaro or whatever it is, and why I wasn't calling Germa Fencer Helmet Head. But, yeah. I'd also like to show Barba's sprite from the Japanese Famicom Disk System version, because unlike this version where it's segmented, it was all just one sprite, and looked a bit derpier, to say the least. I think they made the right choice, making it segmented and changing its face, because it definitely looks a bit scarier in this version. There we go. Why am I doing such a bad job at hitting it? Okay. Have right timing. Do I just have to be, like, up close and personal with it or something? There we go. Be careful when jumping, because obviously if it hits you with its fireballs, it can knock you into the pit really easily. This is probably one of the most pressure-inducing boss fights, in my opinion. Okay, so when it comes out of there, let's try to hit it on its way down. Okay. Jump, and hit it on its way down. There we go. There we go. So you gotta make sure you have good timings so that you hit it right in its head. Or in its nose, I guess. Its nose is its weak point. Well, having a sword going through your nose would probably hurt a lot, so it makes sense. Come on. There we go. And the 700 points we got is used for a level up. And we upgrade our magic to its max. Pick that up. And now, we can put the final crystal into the final statue. Great. Now, all of our stats are at level 8, the max they can be, and I think every 9,000 points you will just get an extra life, I think. I could be wrong, though. Head out. And that's it. All of the 6 main palaces are finished. Well, I mean, all of the palaces are finished, I mean. And now that we've gotten the cross, I want to head to this bridge right here. And we've got pits we can fall down with Begu Begus. And we've got pits you can fall down with Begu Begus, and I think I am just going to fly over all this. Because they knock you into the pits way too easily. And also we got a Zora down there. We can go in here. Kasuto. Strange. It is deserted. This was the original town of Kasuto, and nobody is here because the place got infested with monsters, and so they migrated and hid in another place. But they said that only one wise man remains. And that happens to be this wise man. I can give you most powerful magic. And he gives us the Thunder Spell. This is the most magic using spell in the game, but it is basically a screen nuke for enemies. So, yeah, if there's a lot of enemies on screen and you want to just get rid of all of them, you can do that, but that's not recommended solely because of the amount of magic it uses. We have blue Moas, which I don't think we've ever encountered yet. Oh no, there's a purple ones. Yeah, I'll check the houses, but I think the Thunder Spell is all that is here. I noticed that it's playing the inside house music rather than being outside like it normally does. We also have a house that's like in shambles, like an actual wrecked house. A lot of the houses are, in fact. Surprised that there's no enemies actually inside the houses. You'd think you would find, like, Garus or something in here. Maybe some creatures infesting it and making their own homes in the houses. Who said only humans were allowed to live in houses anyway? But it's kind of strange that the only enemies that seem to be here are Moas. And also why they haven't found the remaining wise man. But that's all we had to get in the original town of Kasuto. And next time is the big finale, guys. Next time on Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link, we're gonna head on to the final palace. I'm almost done. Oh, and of course, let me demonstrate the Thunder Spell. And this is the only way you can kill those guys up there that are throwing the rocks. So there you go. See, screen nuke. But as you can see, that used half your magic bar, so don't over-rely on it.